anyone confused by the latest stupid rules? I'm up in the northwest when I'm recording this. Stay in. Don't even mingle in your houses. How dare you? Got your grandma and granddad down? Have you got your grandma and granddad round your house? Lock them up. Lock up the law-breaking pricks who got their grandma and granddad round for a cup of tea in their lounge. That is now illegal in the northwest of England. You could murder people in a tsunami of AIDS and Ebola if you visit with two cousins in your lounge. However, off to the pub we go, off to the pub we go, off to the Wetherspoons we go, off to the Wetherspoons we go, do a shot in the pub garden, off to the pub we go, gob COVID juice on each other, line of gear in the toilet, back home, don't even fucking look at your grandma and granddad. Don't even look at them, or we'll cuff you and fine you, you prick. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? There's some real odd contradictions in the rules. So we're going backwards in lockdown, are we? But pubs are open. Let's go out a bit of pubbing, shall we? I've been out pubbing all weekend. I've been down in the southwest pubbing. But you can't go to the beauty salon yet. I can't go and have someone in gloves with a mask on do an exfoliating face scrub on me. But I can get barged past 7 Garys with a triple ripple, 3 ripples of meat between head and neck, all sloshing beer. Nick Grimshaw, can I have a selfie? That's fine. But I cannot go to the beauticians, can you girls? Girls cannot go to the beautician and have a facial. But if you want, you can go to the high street, do 5 shots, get off your tits, meet a guy, and then get an actual facial off 2 of them in an alleyway. That's completely fine. Go to the pub, have a bukkake facial in an alleyway, legal. Queue up, socially distance, go into a beautician's wearing a mask and gloves to do a chemical peel and an exfoliating face scrub, illegal. That makes sense, doesn't it, Boris? Seriously, let's talk about masks. Let's stay away from the divisive aspects of masks. Whether you believe in them or you don't, that's your right to be a thick cunt, to believe what you want. But please don't wear a mask in the car on your own. What are you, driving a ghost to the supermarket? Are you okay there, Nana, who died in 1998? Okay there in the back? Ghost masking needs to stop immediately. What are you doing? Protecting the friends you wish you had, you lonely bellend? And also, don't wear a chin mask. I don't want to see you protecting your chin. You don't breathe out of your chin. Do you know why? You're not a lizard. You don't call yourself using some advanced reptilian system. You're a human. There is no air holes in your chin, you tit. Chin bra. What happens? Are you afraid you'll take your mask off your chin and your chins will collapse onto your foot, you chin bra bastard? The best one I've seen is the ones who cover the mouth but leave the nose open. What are you trying to do? 50% protect me. Your pizza is here, sir. Why don't you just fire a gozzer out of your left nostril like a footballer into my pepperoni? Do it properly. Choosing to wear the mask like that. Just don't wear a mask. Do you know what you're like? You remind me of the people who get in the car and just hold the seatbelt in place in case the old bill are watching. I ain't actually clicking it, so I'm going to do a bit of driving, holding the seatbelt in place. You know what I mean? In the event of an accident, my tricep can hold me in anyway. I'd love to see that on the Epping New Road, Gary. Well, do you know what would actually happen? You'd crash, spin around, your arm would hold off, and your idiotic, egotistical, bell-end, tricep-addled, steroid-injecting arm would be left in the car, attached to the seatbelt, while your head was dashed against a tree. But you know what? It was worth it not to look like some sort of pussy who wore a seatbelt. If you choose not to wear a mask because you're taking a stand, we can disagree, but just don't wear a mask. You don't need to walk around like you've just invented the television like John Logie Baird. You don't need to walk around like you've just solved AIDS or climate change, bursting into the shop. I am a mask non-wearer. Behold, I choose not to wear the mask. What are you, like a shit Martin Luther King? I have a dream that all of our faces will be free from mask oppression. Just don't wear the mask. Don't walk in like you've achieved something, because you've literally achieved nothing. You've achieved not a thing. People refusing to be tracked. And you know, there is concerning big data and government tracking our movements. Where's that data going to end up? I get that. But if you're going to be one of those people that refuse to be tracked and traced, if you're going to be that person, here's a suggestion. Don't announce it on Facebook, because do you know why? That enables you to be traced. You absolute wanker. Wanker. I am not going to be one of the sheep who gets tracked and traced. Status update, Darren, who lives in Aylesbury. You just told us, you tit. Everything about you. Check into Weatherspoons on Facebook. I refuse to be traced. That told the system, didn't it? Up yours, the system. We've been told they might lock down all over 50s. Does that seem a bit young to you? We're going to lock down over 50. That's Brad Pitt. That's Johnny Depp. Actually, that would be a good idea. Johnny Depp could be just locked in and have a fight with his own mirror. I mean, and it's another thing that doesn't add up. All over 50s will be locked in their houses for their safety. Unless, of course, they're putting tax bills into the coffers, in which case off you go to work. But I'm over 90. I know, but you work in the factory down the road, peasant. So the shielding rule only applies if you can be furloughed, you're shielded. If we can't furlough you, get out the house and go to work. But what if I die? Exactly. Your meats can be used to power the grid. Stay in if you're over 50 and shield. Unless you have a job, then go out and work. And if you have a job in a pub, go out and do that job, but don't go out in the pub afterwards to socialise. Stand behind the bar and serve the punters and be really close to them, but don't sit at a socially distanced table afterwards. That would be ridiculous. It's also bloody really unfair class-wise. I know I was bang on about it, but I come from a council estate background. By the time you're over 50 or 60, you're fucked. I've been carrying bricks since I was 12. I've been carrying bricks since I was 12. I've got one lung, one kidney, a broken knee, and I am fucked. I've been carrying bricks since I was 12. It's not the same as someone who's over 60. Like I went to Oxbridge, and then, of course, by the time I'd done my PhD in poetry, I was 30 then. I mean, I was exhausted then. I actually got a slight bent finger from using my Waterman's fountain pen. And then I went into the civil service when I was about 30, retired at 55. We're all tired. Sometimes I can get breathless just chasing a swan on my land. Also, men and women age at different rates. Fair enough, men, we're horrible, miserable bastards that are ready for the grave by the time we're 60, thinking ourselves to death with a heart attack. But life's shit, I haven't achieved my goals, heart attack, death. Women are more or less freaking immortal. They're on Tinder at 70. Oh, come over, Olatunda, bang it in my mouth. I'm only 71. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Russell Kanye. I'll be president soon. Good night to everyone, including Rolf Harris and Jimmy Savile.